Ethan never meant to fall for Lily, but one stolen moment turned into a love too powerful to hide. Every smile they shared carried the weight of betrayal, every touch a secret that could shatter lives. When Mark discovers the truth, the bond of brotherhood Ethan once treasured hangs by a fragile thread. Love, loyalty, and heartbreak collide in a way that no one is prepared for. Ethan had always been close to Mark. They were more like brothers than friends. They played football together, ate from the same plate, and told each other secrets under the mango tree near their school. But one thing Ethan never expected was to feel something strong for Lily, Mark's ex-girlfriend. Lily had been with Mark for almost a year, but when they broke up, she became a shadow of herself. Ethan would see her sitting alone, drawing in her notebook, her eyes heavy with sadness. At first, he only wanted to cheer her up, to make her laugh again. But slowly, without meaning to, he began to notice how her smile lit up her whole face, how her laugh carried like music in the wind. His heart started beating differently, and Ethan knew he was stepping into dangerous ground. He told himself he would never betray Mark. But his heart, it didn't listen. One afternoon, Ethan found Lily crying behind the school library. She tried to hide her face, but tears had already painted her cheeks. Without thinking, Ethan sat beside her and gave her his handkerchief. She looked into his eyes, and for a long moment, no words were spoken. The air between them felt heavy, but also soft, like something was pulling them closer. Lily whispered, "I don't know who I am anymore." Ethan wanted to say, "You are beautiful," but he swallowed the words. Instead, he said, "You are stronger than you think." She smiled, weak but real. That smile broke something in Ethan. It was the first time he realized he could fall in love with her. And that night, while lying on his bed, he couldn't stop thinking of her eyes, her voice, her touch. He knew this was no longer friendship, it was something deeper, something dangerous. Their secret began with stolen moments. Ethan would wait behind the classrooms after school, and Lily would meet him there. They talked for hours, sometimes about nothing, sometimes about everything. He told her about his dreams, she told him about her fears. When their hands brushed, it felt like fire. When she laughed, he felt alive. Soon, whispers turned into hugs, and hugs into kisses. But each kiss carried the weight of a secret too heavy to hide. Ethan's chest tightened every time he saw Mark, who still called him brother. Guilt was eating him up, but love was pulling him deeper. Lily also struggled. "Do you think you will ever forgive us?" she asked one day, her voice trembling. Ethan had no answer. He only held her hand tighter, as if that grip could protect them from the storm that was surely coming. It happened on a Saturday evening. Mark came to Ethan's house, his eyes dark with something Ethan had never seen before. In his hand was Lily's notebook, the one she always carried. On its pages, Mark had read words written about Ethan, words of love, words of longing. "How could you?" Mark's voice broke like glass. Ethan tried to speak, but no sound came out. Lily stood behind him, her hands shaking. Mark looked at them both, his chest rising and falling like a drum of war. "You are my brother," he whispered. His voice was filled with pain, not anger. That made it worse. Ethan reached out, but Mark stepped back. The silence that followed was heavy, cutting through all three of them. Something had shattered that could never be fixed. After that night, nothing was the same. Mark stopped talking to Ethan. The laughter under the mango tree was gone. Lily could not bear the weight of being the reason two brothers broke apart. She told Ethan, with tears in her eyes, "I can't do this anymore." Ethan begged her to stay, but deep down, he knew she was right. Love had brought them together, but truth had torn them apart. Weeks passed, and Ethan often found himself staring at the empty field where they once met. He still loved Lily, but now that love tasted like ash. He still cared for Mark, but their bond was broken. In the end, Ethan learned that love can heal, but it can also wound. And sometimes, the deepest scars come not from enemies, but from the people we never meant to hurt.